So Derangers are appalled and not happy with the fact that Meghan has a work ethic. That Meghan dares to work. They do not like that one bit. Meghan just announced that as ever, Rose is coming next week, which is on her birthday, and the internet is on a frenzy because a lot of people are super excited to get their hands on the as ever wine because a lot of people were not able to do so last time it dropped, so they're hoping they get their hands on it. So it's been a very, very crazy internet frenzy. And of course, a lot of people kept, especially the Derangers and the UK media, kept asking, where's Meghan? Because she's been, taking a break. Turns out our girl was busy working and, of course, preparing to restock the best wine, the 10 out of 10 rosé in the market right now. This summer, she was preparing to restock it. So the Rangers cannot fathom the fact that this woman has a work ethic. They think that she's like Mumbles, who just stays at home and pops up, like always constantly going on vacation. Like she's somewhere in Greece on a 500 million mega yacht. They think Meghan should be like that. They forget that Meghan is a businesswoman. She's business savvy. She works hard. And of course, she is working. She is earning. These are the same people who said that they don't want to fund Meghan's. They're not going to use their money to fund Meghan's lifestyle. The taxpayer funded roles are not going to fund for Meghan's life. Even Charles say there's no money for Meghan, that Meghan has to work. She's working now, and they still have a problem. She's literally working right now, earning her money like she's done before she even married into the royal family. But guess what? It's still a problem. She works, it's a problem. She does not work, it's a problem. You can never win with these people. So you must just as well do whatever you want to do, like Meghan doing. And I remember when she said she's not Nutella. She cannot make everyone happy. She's not a jar of Nutella. And she was right, because with these people, you can't. You want her to work to earn her money. She's doing that, it's a problem. You said she goes out and you wanted her to go out and work. She's doing that, but it's still a problem. I know they hate the fact that she's hardworking, the fact that she makes her own money, and of course she's on the road to being a billionaire. They hate that. So what are they doing? Because they're stuck with the leftover roles who are lazy, and mind you, they fund them, but they're still lazy. Mumbles barely works. She does not work. She literally just sits at home doing God knows what and just pops up at Wimbledon. If that is work, I don't know. And they think Meghan should be like her. The audacity. So it started with this tweet from a Deranger. Let me get it. Started with this tweet from this so-called Deranger. And she said, Meghan Sussex launches another product in her as ever line, but customers may struggle to see what's new. Struck Daily Mail online. Can this woman ever just give it a rest? That's different. This is what this pathetic Deranger says. Can this woman just give it a rest? You see how stupid this is? Derangers are so used to seeing Kate work 2 times a year. That's on Christmas and Wimbledon. They are flabbergasted that Meghan keeps working, pushes new products, and makes sure people who buy have a great experience. Clowns, if you want lazy, look at Kate and stay there. You stupid clown. If you want lazy, you have a perfect mentor, and that is Mumbles. She is the epitome of laziness. She embodies laziness in the most amazing ways. So if you want that as a mentor, clearly she's literally right in the next alley. You can look right there. But if you want someone who's as inspiring, super hardworking as Meghan, of course, like we do, we love her, look at Meghan's way. She's your mentor. Of course, Kate has a terrible work ethic, lazy, works 2-3 times a year. So they're shocked that Meghan dares to work. This woman has been working before. She had a side hustle, she's been working. She was a millionaire before even marrying into the royal family. They forget that. They think they want her to just sit. One thing is, these are the same people who predicted that Meghan was going to fail. The minute she left the farm, they said, oh, she's not going to, they're going to come back crawling for Charles' money. They're going to come back begging. Well, it's been years, about 5 years. It's never happened. In fact, they keep racking in more money. They hate that. And the more she works, the more the money she gets. And they hate that. They may try to discredit the fact that she's hardworking. They may discredit her, accomplishments. They may discredit all these things. But in the end, deep down, they know this woman is successful. They may not admit it, but they know she's making moves that are threatening them, moves that are putting the leftover roles in a panic. They are rattled because if you wanted someone to fail, you predicted, you went all out on this smear campaign, and they continue to rise above all that. I don't know anything, but I love me some Meghan, and I love how hardworking she is. She works hard to earn her money. Unlike the other taxpayer-funded roles, Meghan works hard to earn every single penny. She makes sure that customers are satisfied. She makes sure she has the best wine in the game. If the products are good, she always looks for feedback to make sure that she improves on something that's lacking. Where do I do? How can I make it right? That's business. And it's a business. She's selling these products. Of course, every time we're going to get new products. That's how business models work. I don't have a business, but I know that. Of course, these stupid derangers don't know that. So they hate, and they cannot fathom the fact that this woman who they've tried to bring down so many times, who they wanted to go broke, to be miserable, to fail so bad, is still rising, has an incredible work ethic. And I also think for a very long time, they've always wanted her to fail, so that she's depressed, sad, lonely, crying, that she cannot even get out of bed. That's what they want, so that she does not work. But who is Meghan? Our girl is in her era of joy. She meant that. I love that. She's sticking by it, and she's doing what she does best. And people actually love her for that. And that's why she's getting great reviews. That's how As Ever is doing great. That's how the Rose is doing great. These things were not good. They will not be selling out. The UK media and derangers cannot stand that. If you want lazy, just look at Kate's way and leave her a girl who's business savvy, who's super, hardworking, has an amazing work ethic alone. We here are celebrating her because we know how far she's come. And every penny, she deserves every penny, because unlike the other leftover roles, she works hard for her money. So here are some of the comments in regards to that. Jill says, they forget Meghan is a businesswoman, not a stay-at-home princess. We don't need to worry about that. And Chris says, Lord, wine drinkers know what a vintage year is. She sold out 2023 and now she's selling the 2024 vintage. What they are upset about is that Meghan had this in the pipeline for several years before they knew about it. And she's going to keep adding to it and they won't know. Angela says, have they never heard of expansion? Clearly not. Mark says, Brits believe you're supposed to be satisfied with your lot in life and the status you're born to. Status is a birthright, rich or poor. Upward mobility is an American concept that they will never get. Hence, apathy is an insult. Fuzzy says, Lord, what did they want Meghan to do? Go yachting in Greece on some Arab royal ship like Kate and Will? They always say Meghan needed to leave the British royal family and earn her keep. When she's doing that, working, they complain. You see, you can never win with these idiots. Honey says, I bet Mary places orders in secret. Mary is that deranger who posted that. Of course, most of them do. They place these orders secretly. They try them out. They just don't post it on social media. But they do. That they're obsessed. They keep watching Meghan's move. How else? The fact that they know there's a drop, the fact that they're even complaining, that shows you they constantly stalk Meghan. And then DJ says, derangers are pure failures. They don't know how to elevate themselves when they see others doing so. They have a meltdown. May as ever Meghan Sussex never give anything a rest. May she keep thriving as she is. And then Automatic says, projection. Most of them wish they could live off taxpayers like the lazy rolls. They will always hate that Meghan is business savvy enough to walk away from that gross institution and build her own brand and business, of course. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I always say, remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.